If there's one thing that I really miss in this coronavirus pandemic world is sports. I miss all kinds of sports. I miss pro sports. I miss college sports. I miss youth sports. I miss sports. And there's one thing that sports being taken away from me has helped me realize is how much time I was investing of my life into sports. In fact, I read a stat recently said that your average NFL fan in a given season spends 46 hours a month watching, talking about, and thinking about his or her favorite NFL team. And listen, I live in Indianapolis. I love the Colts as much as the next guy, but if I was spending 46 hours a month just on the Colts, I mean, that's like it's like a full-time job just with the Colts. And as much as I love the Colts, here's the deal. I know that God has created me to be more than just a sports fan. And so in these moments where sports is taken away and I actually have a time to reflect on my life, it makes me start asking bigger questions like this, like, what's worth my life? Because I don't know about if you know this or not, this is something I always deal with is that we only get one life. And so we've got to actually invest it in things that are worth it. And I'm not saying hanging out and watching and playing sports isn't worth your time. It is. I love it. I can't wait till it comes back. But it's in these moments where we have to stop and think to ourselves, am I investing my life in things that are worth it? And that's the journey that led me to start and to actually create Spiritual DNA, because I wanted to know that I was giving my best to what was best for my life. So I dug in to understand who God had created me to be, what gifts and talents and abilities and strengths He had given me, the way He'd created my mind and my spirit to work together to allow me to live with the most amount of peace and most amount of passion and the most amount of purpose possible. And that's what I want for you. And so while we're in a season of no sports, maybe it's a time for you to begin to ask yourself, what's worth my life? And if you need some answers to that question, I want to encourage you to head over to spiritualdna.me today. Go take the online course and discover who God's created you to be and what is worth your life. Because here's what I know about you and about me, is when we know our worth, we will start changing our world. So head over to spiritualdna.me today and begin to become who you were born to be, because your life is worth so much. I want you to discover that today.